Why do they never go in for me? Hi everyone, back again, another video, lots of time, so here we go. Yeah, I hope everybody's keeping really well at the moment. Into the second week of lockdown. I'm starting to go a bit so crazy. Chatting to people on various social media and stuff, but I'm not seeing many people. So basically it's me and my records and whatever I get up to with them, really. Yeah, so I thought I would do a vinyl watch, and I would do the last batch of records I bought before the lockdown started. So we've got a few eBay things, we've got a few that I picked up in charity shops, and I'll just whiz through those, and then you're gonna get odds and sods from various Wodges for the rest of the time that we're all locked down. So first up is this reissue. So we've got a reissue of Wanda Jackson. So this is a reissue of Rockin with Wanda. I think it was a compilation originally released about 1960, 1959, 1960? Oh, 1960. And it's just her rockabilly, rock and roll sides compiled, and this is bloody fabulous, absolutely fabulous. I have been looking for a Wanda Jackson rock and roll album for the longest time, and this is just it. It's a shame it's not, the cover is like this sort of reimagining of a 1950s night between two teenagers, because it would have been nice if it had just been the actual cover, which is there. But I can't argue with the music. This is rocking, absolutely rocking. She does all kinds of stuff. Rock Your Baby, Fujiyama Mama, Hot Dog That Made Him Mad, Yakety Yak she does a version of, Whole Lot of Shaking Going On. This is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. It's everything I wanted it to be. So I'm so chuffed to pick up a Wanda Jackson rock and roll compilation. Yes, been waiting for one of those for ages. One band I'm slowly getting more and more into is Lindisfarne. So I think I've got first two albums. I've got what's his name? Alan Hull's solo album on a cassette. And I've now got their, I think it's their 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this was their 6th album, but it was their 4th by the original lineup. So it's called Back and Forth. So it's the 4th album by the original lineup. Lindisfarne recorded 3 albums, so they with the original lineup, and then they kind of, members left and they got other people in. And then in 1970, when was this? 78, the original lineup got back together. I really like this. This is, there's nothing challenging on this record, but in these times, this is just what I need. It's a warm slipper of a record. It's something that you can just fall into, listening, just fall into it. It rocks a little bit. There's some bits that sound like ELO. Run for Home was a top 10 hit that I completely forgot about, and I recognise it now. There's bits of folk on here. It's fantastic. I absolutely adored listening to this. It's on Priceless. It's a Priceless reissue with that old Mercury label. Nothing special about the pressing whatsoever. It's a cheap reissue, probably from the 1980s, but it sounds bloody marvellous. And just what I need at the moment. Right, next up, I also picked this up on eBay, dead cheap. And this band, I was blown away by this actually. Now, okay, so this is Bachman Turner Overdrive, and this is You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet. This is a greatest hits, like, record from, I don't know, the 80s, I think. Now, I thought, obviously, I know You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet, which is cheese rock classic. And I thought this would be 10 tracks of cheesy rock, and it'll be a bit of a laugh, and that'll be it. This rocks. I didn't realise they rocked so much. Some of this rocks really hard. I'm definitely going to look out for some of their other albums. Things like She's a Devil, Four Wheel Drive, Freewheeling, Not Fragile, or it might not be quite, Rolling Down the Highway. There's some absolutely brilliant songs on here, and You Ain't Seen Nothing Yet is probably, I don't know, it's not that good compared to some of the other songs. So this was I love this as well. This was a great discovery. Canadian rockers, brilliant. I definitely want more Bachman Turner. Overjoyed to get that. Oh, do you want to see the label on that one? I didn't show the label on the Wanda Jackson either, did I? I think that's just a capital label. And I think this, I'll show it. Well, this is priceless as well, so this is a Mercury label as well. So you've got 2 Mercury labels there. That's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, absolutely love listening to this. Terrific stuff. Right, okay. I also got a couple of records by the same artist, and this artist is one of those, I think this period of her rock work gets unfairly slated because, yeah, the later stuff is bloody appalling. The stuff she did in the late 80s and early 90s and the rest of the time is, oh my word. Ugh. But I think what stuff she did in the 70s was great, and this Bette Midler. So in 79, she starred in The Rose, which is a film based upon the life of Janis Joplin. As part of that, she actually did some concerts in where she played the role of the Rose in the concert, and these are some live tracks recorded at those concerts, and they were used in the film. She really does try to embody the spirit of Janis on these. There's some great stuff on here. I mean, the theme song's a bit sickly sweet, but the live stuff is great. Really enjoyed listening to this. It's got quite a nice inner sleeve as well. So you got a picture still with Alan Bates, who played the manager. It's on that stock Atlantic label. But yeah, this was great. There's some great versions of songs. She did a really good version of When a Man Loves a Woman. She does Sold My Soul to Rock and Roll. She does a Sammy Hagar tune, Keep On Rockin'. There's some really good stuff on here. And I have to admit the goosebumps came up during the homecoming monologue on here, which is the one where she ODs on stage in the film. That's quite a moving soundtrack. So I have never seen the movie, but I am going to try and find it now. Now, I've been looking online for a stream, because I've got a fat chance of buying one at the moment, buying a copy at the moment, but I can't find it, so I'll keep going. But hopefully I'll be able to see this sometime soon, because I reckon I've heard it's a good movie, but we'll see. But that's one. So, and I also picked up, because this was going from the same seller for cheap, which is 1983 album, No Frills. This is alright, actually. I've got this because it's got my favourite version of Favourite Waste of Time on it. I like her version better than the Dan Hartman version or the Owen Paul version that was a hit over here. I actually think it's a really good song. So I was dead chuffed to pick that up. It's also got her version of Beast of Burden, which I prefer to the Stones version, to be honest. The rest of the album, she doesn't really have a clue. It's one of those albums where the artist is rooting around, just throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks, to be honest, because it goes all over the shop when it comes to genre. You've got rockers, you've got synth pop, you've got show tunes, you've got all kinds of stuff going on. But just for those 2 tracks, the amount I paid for it is definitely worth it just for those 2 tracks. Let Me Drive's alright. Yeah, it's not a bad record. Not amazing, but I enjoyed it. So there's the thingy, and of course the Atlantic label. Right, so last couple of records. Picked up a great Jerry Lee Lewis compilation. I think this is in the same series as that Bill Haley one I picked up. So this is again on Pickwick, Kings of cheap records, of bargain compilations. I'm pretty sure it's the same, because it's the same sort of format. So there's Jerry Lee. It's got most of his hits on it. I mean, his stuff is brilliant. I mean, the way he plays piano is like nobody else on earth, really. I might have to find another copy of it at some point, because one side has got this... It plays okay, but it's a bit crackly. It's got some kind of stuff sprayed all over the record. Oh, show the Pickwick. There we go, Pickwick label. But, to be honest, if I have to find another copy, I think I only paid 50p for it. So if I have to find another copy of it, then that's fair enough. But it's a really good compilation. Great to listen to that. And just to round off, I just picked this up just for a laugh. So this is the Hits album 9 from 1988, I think. I presume it's 88. It doesn't actually say on here. I don't normally get compilations from the late 80s because I find them to be really full of stuff that I really don't like. But this one was okay. Half of it I can live with, and about half of the rest of it I can live with. So there's about a quarter of it that I really, my word. I mean, you've got side 2, which is actually a pretty strong side. You've got kind of the folk rock. That's really... So you've got Enya, Fairground Attraction, Deacon Blue, Everything But the Girl, Tanita Tikaram and Robbie Robertson, with Chris de Burgh in there as well. Dreadful. And then you've got the dance side on side 3, which is Yaz, Matt Bianco, Royal House, Funky Worm, Craze, Samantha Fox, which is okay, Karen White, and then Rick Astley. And then the other two, well, it taught me how bad Bros actually were, i.e. they were diabolical. A Heart are great. Kim Wilde did a storming track on here, Never Trust a Stranger. Debbie Gibson was always crap, the Pasadenas were terrible, and then you've got the class of Prince right at the back, at the end of it, with I Wish You Heaven. Same sort of story on the other side. You've got the awful remix of Lovely Day, which is awful. You've got Alexander O'Neill. You've got Angry Anderson doing the wedding song from Neighbours. Suddenly, that was a wedding song, wasn't it? You got, and then for some inexplicable reason on an album that was released in February, you've got Driving Home for Christmas. So there we go. So half a decent, for £1, half a decent compilation with a few other tracks mixed in. So it was, well, yeah, that was all right. It's quite nice listening to all of that. So there we go, bit of a mixed bag. There's the artist. Ooh. And if you're interested in the, I'm sure you can pause it and maybe zoom in. I don't know if you can, but I can't really do much else than that. So there we go. So the final Wodge of new records for a little while. I have got plenty of stuff that I'm going to be doing. I've got my top 100 to get on with. I've got older Wodges that I haven't shown yet. I've got indie records to show. I've got all kinds of stuff. So there will be lots more new content from me. So thanks very much for watching. And I hope you all are staying safe and keeping your distance from each other. I'm not going to say too much about the situation because I just want these videos to be an escape from it all, to be honest. I spend most of my day trying to sort out things that are directly started by this outbreak and trying to sort out what's going on, trying to keep on top of news. So I'm going to keep at a minimum in these videos. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you all of you are totally safe, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers everyone. Bye.